welcome to Purple Pride. This is SFA's Choral Union.
Welcome to this episode of Purple Pride. I'm Isaac Ramirez, and today we are joined by Dr. David Howard. He is the director of Choral Union, and Choral Union is a choir with men and women, music and non-music majors, and has even been joined by faculty members. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Howard.
Thank you, Isaac. Glad to be here.
So the first question I have to ask you is, what is Choral Union?
Choral Union is just as you describe it. It's an ensemble that's geared really to provide students an opportunity to sing at the university and to get credit for it, which is very nice. But we're made up of, as you say, music and non-music majors, typically students who have been involved in choir in high school, junior high, or church choirs, etc., and they want to keep that going in university, and we provide that opportunity, and it's great. And as you said, we also have some faculty that have joined us as well.
So students actually get school credit when they join Choral Union?
They actually register for the course, and it's a course. It satisfies elective credit. It's 1 credit, and we meet 3 times a week, and we give typically give about 4 concerts a year. So we stay pretty busy, but it's a lot of fun.
So it's a 3-hour course?
Well, it's a 1-hour course, but we meet 3 times a week. It's just one of those things. We have to spend that much time sort of rehearsing, but they do get 1 credit hour of work. But the benefit is there's we don't do homework, so
and that's a plus.
That's a plus. Well, when you got all the other courses you have to take, it's nice to be able to just come and have a good time,
relax.
But also learn a bunch of things.
Yes.
So it's great.
How long has Choral Union been around?
Oh, that's an excellent question, which I don't know the answer to that. I've been here. This is my 6th year, and so of course it's been around the whole time I've been here. It's one of the older ensembles, so it may date back to some of the early days of the university. It's been around a good while.
Oh wow, that's actually a long time.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Oh yeah. No, it's not a new thing. It's been around for a while.
So how long have you been here?
So this is my 6th year. Just finishing up my 6th year, and I've been directing that group as well as women's choir, which is a similar ensemble. It's an ensemble that meets both music and non-music majors, but of course just for the ladies. And we rehearse a couple of times a week, so I do both of those.
Oh wow, you seem to be a very busy person.
Try to stay busy, teach voice as well, and do quite a bit of performing, so try to stay busy.
So how did you end up at SFA?
Well, I finished my degree at Michigan State University. Go Green, even though we lost to those nasty Duke Blue Devils. That's okay. Just a few days ago. Went to Michigan State and saw the notice that there was a position open, and was contacted about it, encouraged to apply, and I did, and here I am.
So what led you to get a career in music? Like, what inspired you?
Well, I began singing when I was probably a senior in high school, which may seem a little bit late, but that's when I started singing, and I joined the high school choir, had a great time, and started taking some voice lessons, and my voice teacher said, you might want to think about this. I loved it so much, I thought, man, I want to make a career out of this, and doors have opened up, and it's just been great.
Well, it's nice that you have a job that you actually enjoy.
Absolutely.
We went to check out Choral Union last week, and this is what they showed us. Take a look. what we just saw is actually them rehearsing for a concert that's coming up. Would you like to tell me about that concert?
Sure, sure. That particular piece is one of the great masterworks of all time, Mozart's Requiem, and we're performing that with the other choirs at the school and orchestra on May 3rd, and in Turner Auditorium at 7:30. That's the Mozart Requiem, the Lacrimosa. It's very famous. If you've seen the movie Amadeus, you'll hear that music in the piece. And so we're working on that. It's a wonderful, wonderful piece.
So it's at 7:30?
7:30, Friday, May 3rd at 7:30.
And is it open to the public?
It is open to the public, absolutely. Students, everybody. We'll pack the house.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what's your voice part?
So I am a baritone. So that's sort of medium, high voice, high male voice is tenor, lowest is bass. I'm sort of right in the middle. So I get the best of all the worlds.
So has there been an increase in non-music majors joining Choral Union?
I think so. We always have a very strong showing, and I have seen it since I've been here increase gradually, and we'd just love to have some more. It would be wonderful to have more students come sing with us.
So how are y'all going by to get an increase? Like, what are y'all advertising?
Oh, I do lots of things. I have done many things through the years. I've talked to advisors in various departments and say, hey, you may be advising some of your students, you know, math students, whatever. You know, you may ask them, hey, did you sing in choir? Is that something you might be interested in? Because we have this opportunity. And I'm very thankful that my colleagues can share that information. I visited the student, church student organizations, Baptist Student Union, all those sorts of things, and I visited those and make an appeal there. I contact some colleagues I have in various high schools around the state who send students here who are not necessarily music majors, but they have a lot of talent, want to keep that going, and so we get some names there. There's just lots of things I do. I've sent postcards to new students coming in, those sorts of things. So we try lots of things to get the word out.
So you spoke that there's some faculty members in Choral Union.
That's
How does
exactly-
it feel like having them in there? Does it make you nervous or?
Not at all. It's wonderful, actually. I have a colleague in the College of Education that's singing with us, and a colleague in the School of Art that's singing with us. They're very talented musicians, in addition to their own academic discipline, and it's been great to have them in the group. It's wonderful, and it's great for the students to have that interaction with them in a different way.
So Choral Union does compete.
We don't compete in terms of like collegiate athletics. We don't compete in that way. We present our concerts and sort of entertain people that come to the concerts. We have been able to do some outside performances. We recently performed in Dallas in October by invitation with another choir in the Meyerson Symphony Center in Dallas, which was a great treat. But we don't compete in a traditional sense.
So do you have any advice for an inspiring vocalist?
Sing. Keep singing. And sing all you can. Love what you do. And stick with it the rest of your life. That's one of the things I tell students is, you may not want to make music as your career, but if you love it, you should keep singing because it's something that you can do your entire life. There are always choirs you can join. I've conducted choirs made up of doctors and engineers who are advanced in their careers, but they love to sing, and they join together and we sing. They have a great time. So keep it up.
So keep singing.
Keep singing. That's the
Okay.
key.
So I have another question.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say there's a person like me who loves to sing, but I'm not talented in it. What do you recommend for us?
Get started. When I started singing, I didn't have any background in it, and I just jumped in. I had a friends that said, come sing. I did it, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I stuck with it, and it's been wonderful, and you learn very quickly. So don't let that stop you. Just dive in and join a choir and sing. They'll always be happy to have you.
So never give up.
Never give up.
So
right.
have you had any memorable moments being part of Choral Union?
Many. Many. I guess when I mentioned that we sang in October in the Symphony Center in Dallas, that was very exciting to walk out on stage, to see, probably 1,500, 2,000 people there.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
singing on that magnificent stage. That was a real highlight. But, just day to day working with students and having a good time making music is what's so fun.
So I imagine you don't get any stage fright.
Well, there's always a little bit of butterflies, and someone once told me that if it's important, you're going to get a little bit of nerves, and so that's a good thing. And so it's good to challenge that, not challenge it, but to channel it and put it into your performance. It helps you actually. Yeah.
So what
Don't
is
be
your,
afraid of it, in other words.
so what is your favorite voice part in choral union?
Oh my, I love them all. They're different colors, you know. Sopranos soar above everything. It's wonderful. Altos are so rich, and basses are so rich, and tenors are so vibrant. So I love them all. Wouldn't pick. They're all great. They all have something to contribute.
So let's say another student that maybe doesn't know anything about choral union, and they just think it's really cool and they want to learn more about it. Where could they go to find out more information?
You can go to the website, School of Music website, and pull up the choirs. You can find information there. Best thing to do is email me or call me, and all that's on the School of Music website. Give me a call, email me, and I'll be happy to chat. You can come by, come in and sit in on a rehearsal, see what it's about. Yeah, we'd love for you to do that.
So how can a student join?
All you have to do is register for the course. It's in the course catalog. It's MUP 133002, Section 2, Choral Union. And all you have to do is register. And then what I'll do at the beginning of the semester, once we get underway, I'll listen to the new students very informally in my office, to kind of listen to their voice, make sure I have them in the right section, make sure they're matching pitch and all that stuff, and we'll be off and running. So it's low stress. But the first thing to do is register for the course.
So this is a course that's offered every semester?
Every semester.
Summer?
Every semester. It's not during the summer.
Not during the summer.
Not during the summer. So in the big semesters, so fall and spring.
So this sounds like something fun to do as an elective.
Absolutely. It's so fun as an elective, and we'd love to have loads of people come join us. It's great.
So if a student were to come and ask you, I want to join choral union, but let me know more about it. Like, why should I join choral union? What would you tell them?
It's great fun, number one. But number two, choral singing involves so many things. You're going to have a synthesis of all the other things that you're learning in school. You're going to talk about poetry. We're going to think about math and science, acoustics of singing, math of how notes are organized, rhythms. All these sorts of things kind of come together in choral music, and so it's so important for that in that way. So in addition to it being fun, it's really going to help you and help your learning, help your development, help your education here at the university.
So is there any upcoming events or anything we should know about
Well,
coming in the future?
that concert that I mentioned on May 3rd, that's the big one. That's a big concert in Turner Auditorium, 7:30. That's the one to come see.
All right. Thank you very much for
Thank
being
you, Isaac.
here.
Appreciate it.
Well, that's all the time we have today on this episode of Purple Pride. I would like to thank my guest, Dr. Howard, for joining us. And if you have any questions about Choral Union, you can email Dr. Howard at howard.sfasu.edu. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Isaac Ramirez, and we will see you again on another episode of Purple Pride.